Hey everyone, I hope you're well. After you saw me on Sunday, I succumbed to my booster side effects. I ended up getting a fever and lots of swollen glands, and yesterday I still had a bit of a fever, but I recovered throughout the day. Still have a few lingering side effects, but otherwise I'm okay. My brain fog is gone and I'm pretty much back to normal, which is great. So I thought I'd come on here, say hello, and say it's Tuesday. I feel like I've missed a week, even though it's just a day. I'm back online and working from home again today, so just spent most of the morning catching up on the craziness of yesterday. Apparently, you try and take a day off or a day sick and there's always something urgent that crops up that has to be dealt with. So that's done now, and I'm getting ready to head out to run some errands on my lunch break. Just checking the time there on my screen. And but something exciting happened this morning. Something exciting came in the mail. Just a little bit of a backstory is a couple of years ago when we visited Japan, we had the intention to go back in 2021. This is before we knew about COVID and everything. So in 2021 we wanted to go back to Japan, and the plan was to climb Mount Fuji. Now, clearly that didn't happen, but I discovered the Conqueror virtual challenges. You may have heard of them or may have seen their ads pop up on Instagram, which I did. So I thought, you know what, if I can't actually do it in real life, then perhaps I can do it virtually and still kind of achieve my goal of climbing Fuji in 2021. So in October, I pulled the trigger and I signed up to do the virtual Mount Fuji challenge. And you can set yourself whatever time frame you want to achieve to do the challenge in. I set myself a quite generous 4 weeks because I wasn't sure how long it would take me to do, given I exercise intermittently, and and the weather was quite bad. It's been quite rainy and stuff. So anyway, it's a 74-kilometer challenge. I ended up finishing it, I think, in 2 weeks with fairly minimal effort, I have to say. So now I know where to set my bar and the challenge, but still I did the 74 kilometers. I achieved the goal, and this morning in the mail I received my medal. There we go. Isn't it cool? Oh, and the back is even just as pretty. So that came in the medal, and it kind of looks cool on. Not that I'll wear it, but I'll hang it up somewhere. Place of pride in my home office, perhaps. But yeah, I think I might give another one a go for next year. I was thinking about doing a longer one that might take several months to complete. So perhaps the Ring Road in Iceland. So we'll see. But anyway, so that's the exciting thing that happened this morning. I am gonna log off this chat right now, so get a bit more work done before I have to go run some errands, and I'll catch up with you later. Bye. It was so busy when I went out to run my errands at lunch. I just didn't bother filming anything. So I did what I needed to do and came home. The rest of the day was just full of lots of work, and so now I'm just relaxing. Going to do some knitting and catch up on some shows, and that's about it for today. Good morning. I hope you're all well. I have you propped up on a candle right now. So you fell off. I knew that would happen. Let me fix that up. I am waiting for my computer to boot up, so I thought I'd just quickly check in, say good morning. Not a lot's been happening. It's been pretty uneventful. There we go. It's been pretty uneventful the last couple of days. Yeah, just been catching up on work. I've been actually burning through a lot of knitting. So when I was ill on Sunday and Monday, if I had the energy, I just kind of sat and knit on the vest that I'm making for my husband, which is coming along quite well. I got so bored, and I think I was really struggling because I was just, knit one row, purl one row, and I don't really enjoy the purling. It seems to take forever. So I decided that, seeing as I had essentially got to the point where I could do the ribbing on the armholes, all I had to do was stitch together the shoulders first. I'd just do that just to kind of break up the monotony a little bit. So so I stitched together the shoulders. I did the ribbing on the armholes, and I kind of feel like I'm almost there. So it's amazing how just, a little bit of difference, a little bit of work makes all the difference in seeing the end product. So yeah, so I did that. I did a bit more knitting on my Illuminate sweater. So I think I got through, because I'm in the stripes section now on the body, and the stripes are about 5 rows per colour. So I got through maybe 3 stripes as well. So I kind of feel like the end is in sight almost for both of those, which is getting me a bit more excited to continue working on them. So yes, it's also been quite rainy, wild, wet weather. Like, this is really kind of uncharacteristic for summer. Usually we have really hot, sweltering days, and we have kind of intermittently, like Saturday when we went out to get our boosters, it was a really hot day. It was, I don't know, like 35 degrees. And here in Melbourne, the heat we get is generally like a really hot wind. So it's almost like being in a fan force oven. Well, that's what I think anyway. So you kind of feel like you're cooking from the inside out on those hot days. But yeah, so thankfully there was a bit of a change later that afternoon, and we got some really cool breezes, and then yeah, we got loads of rain, and on the Sunday it was mainly just really some wild storms. Anyway, I'm rambling about the weather. You're not here for the weather. So yeah, so that's kind of why I've been knitting a little bit more, and I haven't actually been going out and doing stuff. So yeah, the weather hasn't been great. I got a little bit ill from the booster. And it's Christmas week. I don't know how that came around so quickly. And apparently I think we just missed the summer solstice. I think it might have been yesterday. So it was potentially the longest day of the year. So I missed out on that. Not that I had planned anything special, but it's just nice to acknowledge that, we're kind of, halfway through the year already in terms of the, seasons. So yeah. Anyway, my computer has booted up. I'm rambling. I've caught you up on all my knitting. And yeah, I should be able to catch up with you a little bit later. I don't have any plans on my lunch break other than to start working on my next sewing project.
Which is probably, so everything is within arm's reach in my home office / sewing studio. Anyway.
So it will probably be with this lovely Ikat fabric. I was hoping to get it done by Christmas Day, which is 2 or 3 days away, 3 days away, but that's not going to happen. But I'll be ready for those super hot days of January and February when they roll around. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with some work, and I'll see you later. I have taken a quick morning tea break from work to make myself a coffee, and so I thought I'd just take a few minutes to set the festive scene and write myself a little to-do list. We've only got 3 days until Christmas, so I have a few things I need to prepare before the big day, and I need to get my thoughts in order. I had hoped to be able to get a full dress out of this fabric, but it looks like I might only be able to do the top version because I've got to cut 2 of those pieces, so I've left some space here. So this pattern is the Vali dress by Pattern Fantastique, and it's quite a voluminous sleeve, voluminous dress pattern, and yeah, I just don't have enough. I thought I had 3 meters of this, but I think I only had 3 yards. Anywho, maybe I'll still make the top version. Otherwise, I might have to either find a different pattern for the fabric or a different fabric for the pattern. I'm out for my walk, just taking in some of the Christmas decorations at houses. Aren't they cute? Santa. And there's a house back that way that had loads of lights strung up, but unfortunately it's still daylight, so we can't see that. It's 5:10 now, and I don't think the sun sets until about 8:30, 9 o'clock. So maybe I should come out tomorrow night. We shall see. Some glittery reindeer and a Christmas tree. I needed a walk today. I haven't really been able to get out for a few days, so I have donned my sun cream and my walking shoes, and I'm wandering around my neighbourhood, and that sun is still right in the face. I can barely see where I'm going. But anyway, it's all good. It's nice to get some fresh air and some daylight. Yeah, see if I can find some more Christmas decorations to show you. I lust after this house every time I walk past. Like, that's my ideal house to own. It is up for sale, but it would totally be, well, I know it is outside of our budget. It's that awesome kind of mid-century style house. Anyway, one can dream, perhaps in a different area. Not this one. That would be at least over $1 million. Eek. I'm just, oh, you probably can't hear me. I'm just finishing up my walk, and I think I'm gonna have to do that last dash to the supermarket for some Christmas stuff. You know, when you kind of forget the basics, like milk and bread. Oh, and the potatoes that you wanted to roast for Christmas. So I'm popping to my local Aldi, which is not far from home, and I'm hoping they still have all of that stuff in stock. If they don't, I'll have to go check out one of the bigger places. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Let's go. Well, I have all my supplies, and so I'm just going to read up on the recipe for the dessert I'm making for Christmas Day. I am going to stick to it and not make any substitutions because I don't want to run the risk of messing it up, because it looks delicious and perfect for a hot summer's day.